Today, we'll be focusing on Korean sounds does not equal English sound. In other words, the idea that Korean sounds are not the same as English sounds. Many learners try to understand the Korean pronunciation by connecting it directly to English sound, but in reality, the two languages have completely different pronunciation structures and rules. In this session, we'll explore why these misconceptions happen and how we can approach Korean pronunciation more accurately.
We'll start by reviewing our learning objectives, then explore the background knowledge and common misconceptions learners often bring with them. After that, we'll compare real Korean pronunciation with what learners might expect and practice speaking together. Finally, we'll wrap up by summarizing what we've learned and sharing some reflections on the teaching and learning process. Our learning objective is to correct the common misconception that Korean sounds directly match English sounds. Correcting the misconception early leads to better pronunciation, clearer communication, and greater learner confidence. The learners taking this course are college students who are new to Korean. They come from diverse linguistic backgrounds, and most of them are unfamiliar with non-Latin writing systems, which can feel quite foreign at first. This course is asynchronous, allowing students to move through each module at their own pace using videos, activities, and interactive tools. There are no scheduled class times, so learners can study when it works best for them. Before we begin, it's important to consider what learners already bring to the table. Guided questions activate learners' background knowledge and reveal hidden assumptions. This gives learners insight into how they currently understand Korean sounds before formal instruction starts. The lesson plan outlines each slide's content along with the multimedia elements used to support learning. This includes images, videos, and audio components, such as narration or background music. As we review the outline, pay attention to how these elements are integrated to enhance engagement and understanding. When learners see the Korean syllable, ta, they often think it sounds like the da in dad. This kind of misunderstanding usually comes from applying English-based thinking directly to Korean. It's a habit many learners develop when they try to use familiar English sounds to make sense of Korean pronunciation. Many learners try to understand Korean syllables like ta, ka, pa, and cha by matching them to English sounds like dad, kangaroo, bar, and jar. But these misunderstandings come from applying English pronunciation rules directly to Korean. Now, let's take a look at the slide to see how each syllable is pronounced and how it differs from the English sounds. Let's take a closer look at how Korean pronunciation really differs from English. Vowels like ao, and u each require distinct mouth shapes and pronunciation techniques. Watch the video to see and hear the differences more clearly. And be sure to check out the recommended videos below for more in-depth practice. Let's take a closer look at Korean consonants. Sounds like kya, pi, jit, and ri vary depending on how much air is released and whether the sound is voiced. Watch the video to hear how these consonants are actually pronounced. You can also explore the recommended videos below for more guidance on plain and aspirated consonants. Now it's your turn to practice. Listen carefully to the native speaker and try to repeat the sounds as closely as you can. Then, record your voice using Vocaloid and upload it to Canvas to get feedback.
라, 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 르, 르, 그, 개, 개, 지, 차, 시,
Let's quickly review what we learned today. We now understand that Korean sounds don't directly match English ones, and we've learned how Korean consonants and vowels combine correctly. We also realized that it's not just about reading letters. It's about using the right mouth shapes and practicing the actual sounds.
This project helped me move from text-heavy slides to using more visuals, audio, and interactivity to make content clearer. I realized that teaching isn't just about delivering information, but about reshaping students' mental models. Effective instruction design should support the learner in rebuilding understanding step by step. I also applied Mayer multimedia principles and prioritized accessibility through captions, transcripts, and narration.